Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. On the run, it's Fournette. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it third down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Joker, Joker, Joker.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Go! Rush in! Rush in! Rush in!
They'll go with Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Check, check, check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Boston Scott, his first carry. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Switch. 2-by-2. Move. Shift. Watch the shift. 6-6. Pull it high.
On 2nd and 2, Dalton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And perhaps Bucs now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. He's got double up. Double up.
Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Hey, we're 33. Check 3, check 3.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Hilliard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come to my work. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert 3.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
First carry for Nick Chubb. About 3 yards there to the 27.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The Jaguars' 27-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They're going to need some therapy.
On the run, this is Hilliard. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie. Check, check. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Go, go, go. Down to lose one. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. Go, 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 go.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
But it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. Right? We always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Five. 53, Mike. Go.
Dalton here from the gun. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Run. 44, Mike. Check. I can't believe that you
To throw, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 76 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Out, 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 out.
Here you go, kick.
From the 38, Dalton. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
First down, Jaguars.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. On the carry, this is Scott. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check three.
Nice.
53 is the mic. Who that? Check it out.
368.
Dalton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. This is Jones. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, Jacksonville.
Hands up, Larry.
51. It's our time. Check 50.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And just bowling over tacklers. Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Here's Scott, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
93, 52, 93, 44. There you go.
So Dalton now. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Larry Ogunjobi drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 50-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try to get some points and feel great going into the half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Come on. Football to Mike. Mike's football.
Now Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mike.
20.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Regular. Cut.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down and 17.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Echo.
Fight 9. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming out.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 3 down. 3 down.
Hey, wahoo!
Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog. Motion. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
2 by 2. Move. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
53, Mike. Check 53, Mike. Here we go, D.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He's going to sling. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
And the Jaguar first down.
Hands up. Wait.
51. There's a party now. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Hands up.
Now Scott. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
2 by 2. Move.
Kill.
80 weapons. Hands up.
To throw here, Dalton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 47 yards. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him?
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to regain the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Mayfield. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm coming. Back.
And again, it's Chubb. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, orbit.
Mayfield off the play fake. That's out to Chubb, complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Motion, motion. Here we go.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go. D-line, get that quarterback.
Go, Mike with you on. Mike with you on.
Passing. It's Dalton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Regular.
Hey, dude.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back up. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Hey, 20. Check 45 the money. Watch the fly, watch the fly, watch the fly.
Run.
Watch the fly, motion, block.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Mayfield. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mayfield now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield now under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Josh Allen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. All game. Woo! Let's get it.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Hey, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
Return to the ground game, Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 15-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. All right, here's Dalton. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Big spot, Andy Dalton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Don't let it free. Play that top deep. Don't let it free, defense. 368. There you go, 10. Hey, Alpha. Over here.
So that'll back them up 5. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
You got nothing. 53 to Mike. 53. Check.
Hey, Foxtrot.
53 to Mike. 53 to Mike. All you get is
They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
180. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
They give to Chubb out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. A run for Nick Chubb, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the